Every time I die, for some reason, I come back to right at the start of the horse wars. Only this time it's different, because for some reason, I know all the times I died. Everything's different now. The last thing I remember, I was on a boat in space, and I was talking to a squirrel, and I told my computer to blow up.
5,
Don't you
4,
Space Squirrels.
4,
Oh, Billy be back.
2,
When he's
3,
feeling ready this time.
5, 2, 1. Goodbye.
And then I was here, in this city, and I was talking to Yi about the horse wars. I can't remember anything else.
Tell me about the time the horses killed your buddy back in the war.
We were there, deep in the trenches. Me and my buddy Mickey. Bullets flying everywhere, you know? It was chaos. What do I see charging at us? But one of those damn horses. And then we tried to jump out of the way, but trenches, they're not that wide, and it trampled him.
Oh my god.
Long before World War I.
Horses killed one of my buddies back in the war.
Long before the Romans came. Long before time itself. There were horses. There were people. And there was a war. Don't ever forget about the horse wars. It's a real thing.
News for you, Joe. Your friend, Mickey? He never died in the horse wars. I mean, you thought he died in your arms, but we collected the body, and we actually brought him back to life. And unfortunately, Mickey, you know, I'd show him, I'd introduce you today, because he's still his younger self.
Well, that is a load off my mind.
He's not going to remember you, Joe, so you're going to have to make a friendship all from the beginning again with Mickey, okay?
Okay.
Do not awaken his memories of the horse wars, because if you do, he'll remember the time he died, and that would cause him a lot of suffering. Joe,
Of course.
Mickey is a zombie.
My God.
There's not a horse chasing us, is there? There's a fucking horse chasing us.
Oh my God.
I'm not high. Joe, take the gun. Shoot this horse down. The horse war's the thing. Joe, don't hit random civilians. Jesus, Joe. Who's shooting the horse? Joe is. He was in a war. Okay, now there's a helicopter chasing the horse.
The revolution has begun.
So tell me some more about these horse wars that I've been hearing about.
It was a dark and horsey night. I was all alone in my house, except for my family, who I would soon lose in the horse wars when I lost my family in the horse wars. Well, I heard a knock at the door. It wasn't really a knock, it was more like a hoof knocking on wood. Not like a human knock that a human would make, but more like a hoof knocking on wood that a horse would make if they were knocking on wood. You see, the horses took my entire family captive one by one, and that's what the horse wars was about. Taking humans captive and riding them like horses. Horses rode me until I was raw. They rode me from here to Timbuktu and back. You see, it isn't easy being a horse's horse, being ridden by a horse like that, to Timbuktu and back. It's not easy being a horse's horse. Well, you see, I was finally freed from my captivity by an old man and his Irish friend. They reintroduced me into human society. You see, after being, well, a horse for other horses, it becomes difficult to socialize with other human beings. You get used to, you know, eating hay and neighing and things like that. Things that are more horse than human in nature. Once those two humans rescued me, they had to do things to reacclimate me to human life. They started off by just brushing my head like a horse and feeding me hay out of their hands and carrots and saying, "Atta boy." Well, eventually, we got to more human interaction, like speaking back and forth, shaking hands, and wearing masks in public. After I was reintroduced into human society, I set off on my quest to find my family again. I knew they were out there somewhere, but little did I know I'd find their corpses.
That means thousands and thousands of horses will die. That's what this is all about, isn't it, horses? You want to stop the timeline before it ever even occurs. You're just here to stop the horse wars from even happening.
The thing already happened.
No, Joe, you don't understand. It hasn't. It's happened to you, but it has not actually happened. The duality of these timelines is often bewildering, Joe. But in your
Gesundheit.
mind, the horse wars have occurred. But you see, we live time separately. Some weeks you live days that you lived already. Some days you live days in the future. Time is not linear here, Joe. This is the inspiration loop into infinity. It's quite confusing. What do you mean you saw horses at Humane Labs?
Horses! Multiple horses! I saw a white one with a horn.
You saw a white horse that's called a unicorn deer, and was anyone riding the unicorn?
Oh, and I saw one get ran over by a car, and it got right back up.
Sweet Jesus, that's okay.
I need to tell you something.
Yeah, I need to tell you something.
Last week, a horse ghost talked to me.
Not God.
Told me that another war is coming.
You're not gonna believe this. I also heard a ghost, and I just thought I was going a little bit crazy. But after talking to you, it's very clear. The horses are back. They're horse zombies. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. I got something to tell you about the horse wars.
Okay?
So, way back when in the horse wars, I actually saw the horse general himself. And he rode upon a skeleton horse. The horses were all following this man on a skeleton horse. It's like he commanded the horses.
My God.
You know, is this man's name though?
I don't think the room has ever said a name.
Oh, you don't remember the old nursery rhyme? Hopen for Bopen? It's true. He's real. Bopen the Horse Lord. He started the horse wars. He was a horse who became a man.
Then my nightmares are true.
It's true. There is a horse lord among us, and he's resurrecting horses to start another horse war.
The horse wars must occur.
The Horse Wars is coming to an internet stream in one of the communities you might be a part of. Coming September 23rd, 2000XX. You have 79 years to plan.